Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephen Connolly. It's a little, not really a lesson, but kind of a demonstration. When you make up a rhythm, I mean, this one I made up is a little 80s-ish, but, no, it's for most of my stuff. But, when you make up a rhythm, a lot of people try to get fancy and go nuts with the lead and stuff, but you try and be as creative as you can with your rhythm, and, kind of make that speak for itself. And then you could work off of there. But a good bass and a foundation, it's instead of just being basic, a lot of guys just go for power chords and stuff. But if you take a chord, let's say you know the notes in a chord, and you rip it apart and put it back together in the way you want it to sound, and then you'll start sounding like yourself instead of everybody else out there. So what I did was work around a dominant 7th chord, and which is the 5th of a key, and then I made up all. I started with the metronome, and instead of just doing like a scale, I was starting with a scale, doing like stuff like, practicing with the scale. But instead of that, I started making little melodies up, like which is basically the most important thing about it. People try to go with speed. Some people go, with feeling, but it's all important. But the most important thing for people to listen to is melody, to be melodic, and just something that people who don't play an instrument are gonna like. So instead of just doing the stuff like, I made up a little melody with the click yesterday, and it was something like this, and then I built off of it and kind of made a rhythm. So here's what I started with when I was just doing the metronome. I started doing stuff like this. And then I went to, then I made up other parts going. Now that's cool. It's cool. We all know that's cool. No, but that's cool and all. But for a song, if you're looking to play with a band or with singing and stuff, you want a kind of a thicker rhythm to go through when someone's singing. You want it to be simple, but I mean, me personally, I don't want it that simple where anybody could do it. I mean, it's not that it's hard, but it's just, you could tell it's not just doing a power chord. So what I came up with around that same chord and in the same key and everything, and I'm getting a text message. I'm gonna show it to you, and just to show you to be a little more creative with your rhythms, to work off. Like I said, I broke the chord up and added notes and stuff like that, and just to make it sound a little different than just doing like, you know what I mean? Because that's the most, especially nowadays, that's all you hear. It's gonna get old. Eventually, people are gonna get sick of it. So, here's what I made up of the dominant 7th chord, and here's a little demonstration. Creative, a little more than just the basic, and then from there, then if you want to get into your solo part, you could do less and then leave more for the solo and stuff like that, which But remember, if you're not doing a solo, if it's not going with your music, it's really pointless and it's boring. People who don't play in it, like other guitar players, if you play for people in your neighborhood or who who aren't that good, they'll like it. But this day and age, there's no guitar solos that are really, people really don't care about the guitar. It's like a secondary instrument nowadays. So if you can be a little more creative with the rhythms and just try to make it catchy, then you'll stand out as a guitar player, much as myself does, Stephen Connolly. But that's my take on rhythms. Thank you.